My name is Georgia B. I am a ceremonialist and a songwriter, originally from the United States, and I am overjoyed to be releasing my first EP of original music. The second song on the EP is called Aguas Cristalinas, which means crystal clear waters. And I chose this song as the second single of the EP because in the first single, we brought up the energy with the vibrant aliveness of the forest. And this song is more contemplative, bringing us inward to connect with our inner waters. Each song on the EP represents a different moment in my life, a different moment in my journey, a different place, land, teaching that I was integrating or studying or praying in the moment. These songs never came through as a complete body of work. But when it was time to bring the EP together, it was so intuitive. It was almost like the songs chose themselves. I didn't have to overthink it. So Aguas Cristalinas means crystal clear waters, and this is a song for Mother Water. It is an invocation, it is an honoring, an expression of love. And really it's a song for healing. A lot of the song is asking the spirit of water for healing of our emotions, healing of my sadness. Some of the lyrics are, limpia mi tristeza, revela mi esencia. Cleanse my sadness to reveal my essence. And so this is really a song that I wrote in a moment where I was connecting with Mother Water and praying for support. However, beyond just praying to Mother Water, this is a song that also prays to the Divine Mother. The chorus, I sing Ora Ye Ye, which is a Yoruban invocation that is used to honor the Divine Mother. It's used for the Orishas, such as Oshun, which is the goddess of the sweet waters. But really it's an invocation to Divine Mother. I received this song when I was in the northern Andes of Peru, in this very sacred place called Chavin de Huantar, which is a pre-Incan ancient site, ancient mystery school. And I went on a pilgrimage there with some friends earlier this year. While we were there, we were staying at this small retreat center that was along a river. And actually the whole site is at the intersection of two rivers, where two rivers meet. And that's not a coincidence. But for that reason, while I was going through this very transformative, deep moment of prayer, connecting with this ancient tradition, connecting with the medicine of the land, Sunach, there was an incessant song of the river moving. It was very loud, actually. Like, you would go to sleep, you would wake up and hear the river. Even when we were in ceremony, the sound of the river was always there. And that's when this song came through. And I was first honoring the goddess of the sweet water, Mama Oshun, who's the goddess. They call her the goddess of the sweet waters because she represents the rivers, the fresh water. So rivers, lagunas, our inner waters, the waters in our wombs. She also represents beauty and sweetness. So at first I was invoking the energy of Mama Oshun, and then as the song evolved, it kind of brought in to be more the energy of Divine Mother, divine femininity as well. Water is life. Agua es vida. If you pretty much go to any indigenous tradition around the world, you'll hear them singing and honoring water because they know that there's no life, there's none of this without water. And so much of what has been lost has been that deep respect, and not just respect, but remembrance of water as such a sacred aspect of life. Throughout my spiritual journey, there's been a remembrance and a reclamation of that relationship with water, praying to water, honoring her, bringing flowers to the rivers. And with that, there's a reconnection with my inner waters, with my femininity, with my womb. And there's no separation, actually. And as humans, we're 70% water. So what I've come to learn is that the more conscious I am with the waters that flow in the rivers, the more connected I am with my inner waters, the more I respect the waters around me, the more I respect the waters within me. Similarly, if you look out at the world and you see how much pollution there is in the rivers, how much pollution there is in the waters, that's just a direct reflection of our inner waters. So when we pray for healing of ourselves, there's no healing of ourselves before we clean the waters. And the waters will never be clean before we do that healing. Aguas Cristalinas is a song for healing, for cleansing, for letting go of what we don't need to carry with us wherever it is that we're headed. And this song is also a reminder that we can ask for help. Mother Water, our guides, the elements, Mother Earth are here to support us in our healing. We don't have to do it by ourselves. So this is a song that's asking Mama Agua to help me cleanse my thoughts and open the emotions so that the creativity and the joy can flow just like the way the rivers flow. So the song is a reminder that we can ask for support from water, from all the elements. Of all of the songs on the EP, this is the song that I've played the least. And when I chose to include it when we were recording the EP, when I chose to include this track, there wasn't so much logic behind it. I think the other songs that I was thinking of were more upbeat, and I wanted to bring something a little more feminine, so I chose the song. I would say of all the songs on the EP, this is the song that I fell in love with the most during the recording process. I love the way the song came together in production, especially with the harmony. And actually going into production, I'd never done that before. And I actually didn't think through how I would harmonize with my songs when I wrote them. Because this is my first time producing, I've only ever shared my songs in ceremony with one other instrument. Me on the guitar, singing, and then a drummer. So I've never heard my songs with harmonies before. So I'm in the studio and Mariah was like, we're doing harmonies today. And I was like, I was a little shy because I was not prepared at all. I didn't even know that was a part of the process. And so I just got to drop into the moment and sing along to myself, and it totally flowed. One nuance about the song is that the bridge of the song actually came to me in a different moment. I actually don't remember the moment where I received the bridge. I think it was still when I was living in the Sacred Valley of Peru. So the song came to me during my season in Peru, and the bridge was a separate song. And then when it came to record, I just felt like they were meant to come together. And the bridge is actually my favorite part of the song. It's when I'm saying, "Me presento ante ti, no tengo nada más que ocultar," which means I present myself to you, I have nothing left to hide. And this bridge is this really vulnerable prayer of me just presenting, like bowing down to the divine, like offering all that I have. And so it's this really humble gesture that came to me in a moment of deep vulnerability. And when it came to life in the song, it's just, I feel so deeply, not just my prayer, but I feel the prayers of my brothers and sisters that are really devoted to this path And it's my way of also devoting myself to them and supporting their prayer. There's a moment in the bridge where I say, Así ofrezco mi rezo por mi hermano. So I offer up my prayer for my brother. Te doy mi aliento por tu camino. I give you my breath for your path. And I actually have a brother that I think of when I say this, a brother that I so respect, and I want to support him on his path. And then the song goes on to say, Así ofrezco mi agua por mi hermana. I offer my waters for my sister. Te entrego mis lágrimas porque no estás sola. I deliver you my tears because you're not alone, right? And so it's also this just moment of just this deep alliance, and I just have chills talking about it, because this path of devotion and prayer that's for something bigger than us, we're meant to be walking this shoulder to shoulder with our brothers and sisters. And this year, on my birthday in March, I really made the commitment to myself that this year would be the year that I produced my music. And I realized, like, if you're going to actually birth something of this personal magnitude, spiritual magnitude, you have to make steps towards it in the material realm as well as spiritually. You got to get really clear on who you are and what it is you want to transmit with your energy. So when you hear me singing this song, it's coming from my deep prayer for my own life, my prayer for my family, my prayer for the human family and for Mother Earth. And so I'm so grateful to Raya, not only for mixing and producing the song so beautifully, I absolutely love them, but also creating this space, literally the ceremony where I could be so vulnerable and share like the most intimate, it's like the most intimate thing in the world, sharing original music like this in studio with someone that you look up to so much. It wasn't so long ago that I began my music journey. In fact, from when we finished tracking the EP, it was 2 years after I started playing the guitar and really sharing music and ceremony. And I share that because I think there was a part of me that always loved to sing, always loved to share, and was just didn't see that as a possibility for myself. But I loved it. And once I gave myself the opportunity to pursue what really brought me joy, the path just opened up more and more to me. Some people are kind of waiting to have more experience, better skills, to be more comfortable to start sharing their art. But what I realized was that I got the experience, I got the skill, I became comfortable because I just started sharing, and I never let my fear of not being good enough get in the way. Because it's not easy to share myself. You know, music is frequency. And I think what has allowed my music to touch people the way that it has is because I sing so much from my heart. And I cannot do that without being vulnerable. Yeah, it's been a very, very spiritual journey of connecting with my voice, sharing my voice, and it's my prayer that it inspires women, brothers too, to also connect with their gifts, their medicine to share. Because we all, it's frequency medicine. We all have different voices. We all have unique frequency. And what makes it powerful and beautiful and such potent medicine isn't how beautiful and perfect your voice is, but it's how much you're actually embodying your true voice.